way from Kansas. All the way from Kansas. And there's the Speedway. At least the first part. Alright, going to Circle K. Get kind of political in town. Democrats are communist. Trump won. Trump votes matters. Lots of Trump support at this particular Buc-ee's right here. It's MAGA, people. Ultra MAGA over that way. This is a big kind of Trump area. There's lots of hay right here. I don't know if they're selling t-shirts or if they're just giving them out. Let's go, Brandon. Keep America great again. They got his mugshot right there. 2024, and they put his mugshot on it. It's, you know, of course, comical. But that's what they did for the slogan. Heck of a time to live in right now. All right, we're entering into Roanoke. Down this way, a few miles. About 2 miles is a Circle K. They don't serve hot dogs at Buc-ee's yet. They don't have a hot dog stand or anything like that inside there. But they do have those kolaches for like $2.47 or something like that. All right, so that is a shortcut that's going to get you probably on the highway headed through Southlake and Roanoke. This is the old bridge that will dip down to the Circle K. Should be right there. And this is the Circle K. I went up to $4. And that's what it looked like. Load these two bad boys in there. Get a little bit of chopped onion. Mustard here. And more chopped onion. Alright, so this meal used to be $3, now they upped it to $4. They do still have the chopped onions and the mustard. They are 2 hot dogs. I think it's just beef hot dogs. And it'll be with Heinz mustard sauce. I'll go ahead and put that on there. First, we'll start with the chopped onion. I guess for $3, it was probably worth it back in the day. I don't know if it's still worth it now. The buns are cold, but the hot dogs are all cooked. There's more of the onions there. I mean, I could have gone with the $8 Buc-ee sandwich, or barbecue sandwich, but that's, you know, double the cost. Here's the mustard. And we'll do another mustard here. This is what I used to do for Grubhub. All right, so that's that part of it there. 2 hot dogs at Circle K. I got an extra thing here to dump some of the sauce and things like that on. Let's see, putting the sauce on there. There's the, here we go. And I'll try the first one. Got a little bit of mustard on there. Once I get the food in my mouth, things will change a little bit. Yeah, their hot dog has kind of a taste that is kind of tasty. Yeah, I wish I could afford the beef brisket at Buc-ee's, but that's an extra $4. So mixing Circle K and Buc-ee's. Coca-Cola and Diet Coke. One thing about Buc-ee's is they don't have the Coke Zero. They have Coke Zero at Circle K, so I probably skipped the Buc-ee's. I just went in there just for the ambiance. I don't think it's a word, but I went in there for the mood, you know, the Buc-ee's mood. I guess to, I don't know, let's see what sodas they had. They cut the Mountain Dew, so I probably won't be going in there for a while. I do like going to the beef jerky stand and trying the beef jerky, but I would, you know, me working and stuff, I just have to stop by Circle K. Pretty good. Okay, I guess the Roadie app recalculated everything and they gave me $16 for that, which is still not worth it. The whole gig was worth about $40 because I had to drive 20 miles to go out there. I mean, come on. Come on, Roadie. Georgia in the South. Anyway, they gave me 16, not 6. Now, $6 would obviously be wrong. 16 is even wrong. That was a $30 gig minimum. We found another one that's closer to that range. I think it's a, I don't know, I'll have to find out. It's 11 miles. It's probably a Walmart. It's 10 minutes in duration. We'll be there in about 3:49. I don't know. I don't know if this is a person, so it looks like a person's name. So I don't know if that's the case. I'll keep it quiet. But it could be an item going from one house to another. That's becoming very popular in Roadie. But yeah, by the way, if you're a big Trump fan and you like MAGA and you want to get MAGA shirts and all that kind of stuff, go to that Buc-ee's right over there off of Texas Motor Speedway, off of I-35 in Fort Worth. They've got a huge stand there. They've got if I would get anything, I'd get the Trump mugshot one. It says 2024 and it's got Trump's mugshot on it. That one's will be worth money later on in life. So if you gave that to your grandchildren or whatever back in the day, some of those probably within 50 to 100 years would be priceless, or they may be, because we're talking about a president that was arrested. So I would say get one of those. I don't know if they're giving them out for free. If I head back over Buc-ee's another time, I'd look at it. I don't know if I didn't see any price signs outside. But that's the one I would get. I think it was a poster or a t-shirt of Trump's mugshot 2024. And that'll be popular at rock concerts. That's going to be a pop culture thing, regardless if you're Democrat or Republican. Even Democrats would get that. So it would go either way. Republicans, of course, are going to like it. They're going to say it's funny, and Democrats are, you know, they're going to get it and say, look, you know, what's unjust, you know, and the Republicans are going to say, well, look what, you know, he's being martyred or whatever, you know, that kind of thing. You know, he's hurting for the country. So they have two different perspectives on Trump's mugshot. You know what I mean? Republicans are saying, well, you know, this is what he did for our country, and then the Democrats are going and saying, oh, look, he's seen as a criminal. It could be a Robin Hood kind of thing, you know. I don't know. But then again, Robin Hood wasn't necessarily a billionaire. Anyway, we're gonna head to this one. I don't know. I'm not gonna give out the name because it could be a person, so it could be going from one house to another. And we're gonna drop that one off. It's a pretty decent price. I don't want to be too critical about Buc-ee's. I'm a fan of Buc-ee's. They need to work on their soda selection. Also, their bricks are not always up to par. Like this Coke, it's not exactly the most crispy, you know, tasting Coke, like some of the great soda machines they have, like at Circle K, which they're very good. And QT has a good selection on a lot of their bricks, how they mix the carbonation with the actual soda, which is a taste, you know. And Buc-ee's sometimes is lacking a little bit. That's what I always get the Mountain Dew, because their Mountain Dew is pretty good. They took it off on that particular one, so I'm a little disappointed. I do like their beef jerky. It's very tasty. I have not had their barbecue. So if you watch Adam the Woo's vlog a couple days ago, he went to Florida, Daytona Beach, and he got their barbecue sandwich. He said it was one of the best sandwiches he's had, or he really liked it. So it is worth going into Buc-ee's. But if you're gonna get soda, especially a fountain drink, now if you're gonna get like just a can of soda, that's gonna be great, you know. And sometimes they have deals and stuff. But I'm not gonna give a super thumbs up to their soda fountain drinks, because I do kind of watch out for the bricks mix, you know. And I pay attention to that because, you know, if you go up to a 7-Eleven, and 7-Eleven sometimes has good deals, or their fountain drinks are good, and you tell them, hey, listen, my soda's flat, they won't charge you for it, you know, if the bricks isn't working, you know. But I paid for it anyway because I was doing some vlogging. It's okay, you know, I don't know if they're using too much filtered water. Linda knows a lot about how the bricks are mixed. She's the expert on the food. So she's good at cooking. She taught me about the bricks. I didn't know about bricks. I didn't know the word bricks till Linda told me about it. And I still don't know a lot about it. I just know it's carbonated water mixed with it's the actual, I don't know even what you call it, the sugary stuff that comes out that makes it a soda is mixed with the carbonation. I'll look it up in a minute and try to explain it, but I'm not like completely 100% recommending this kind of flat. I did put a little Diet Coke in it. I do not like Diet Coke. I like Coke Zero, but I gotta watch some of my sugar intake, so I've got like half of it Coke and half of it Diet. They need to work on it, is all I'm saying. But other than that, their beef jerky is right on the mark. Their beef jerky is very tasty. And you know, they've got other great bargains and stuff. But I went in Circle K to get the hot dogs. Airfield Road is where we're at. All right. Looks like it's gonna be associated with an airport drop, or whatever this is, airport cargo. It's West Airfield. Drive. Yep, this is it. I worked here when I was a kid. We used to load it right here, the A containers right here. Working with FedEx. There was an office right there. One box remaining. So we've got 9 of them scanned. was telling him I used to work a dog almost exactly like this when I was in my 20s. Probably take a few of them on the front. Pickup, so we got it all kind of in here and then some in the trunk. All right, looks like someone else came in and we're just kind of, it looks very similar to the dock that I worked. Don't know if it's the exact one, but it does look very similar. My friend Kurt got me the job, and this is 14 miles for this delivery right here, and duration is 18 minutes. So we'll be there at 4:22 p.m. Not bad. Not bad on this pickup. So, you know, Roadie can be good and bad, but I want to say it might have been one of these docks. It'd be strange if it was the exact dock. I can remember. It was through FedEx. So it was a FedEx company. We were paid about $20 to $25 an hour, but we weren't on the union, so we were paid a little less. Brian Mosley, who worked in the factory many years, he was also part of it, and Kurt got us the job. He found out about it, and Brian, or maybe Brian did, I don't know if it was Brian or Kurt, but we did it for a summer for a little while. We'd have to be up here at 5 in the morning or 5:30. My grandfather, who was still alive at the time, would wake me up and give me this, he made these cheddar sausage balls, and he made cheddar sausage dough wraps. They were like little mini hot dogs in cheddar sausage. I used to always feed them to my friend Bobby Skez, Rob Vasquez, in the drama room. I'd give him my lunch because he liked them, because I knew the guy was a writer. Anyway, so I did that like the summer before. I think I went to Wesleyan, and at the time I think I was dating, for a little while, dated Amber Kelly, who is out in Chicago. She's an actress. She married a musician. She hung out with me for a while, and we used to hang out at Hip Pocket Theater. But it was rough work. It would whip you quick. But it was mostly stacking boxes and on a container. Well, stacking boxes on a pilot, a wood pilot, and then wrapping them. We had to wrap them with saran wrap kind of thing. And then it was completely wrapped, and then it would go onto the A container. You only had a certain amount of time to do it because the aircraft would take off. If you couldn't miss a deadline, or you had to be on the ball. Gatorade and just sweat and quick movements all day long, about 8 to 10 hours sometimes. You'd feel it after you were done. It felt like you almost had a fever. Just lots of sweat. Looks like America's #1 meal kit. That's what we're delivering. HelloFresh. Little food package drop. Hey guys, I'm doing a meal kit drop just to let you know, working with Roadie and other people. In some cases, people have access to Roadie. There was 10 items and there's only 9. The guy that was running it, he can go through the system and he can reprogram it. That way, you don't have to show a missing box. There is an option to show a mixing box, but he had me kind of swipe out of the Roadie app and then swipe back in, and then instead it said saying 10, it said 9 items. saves a lot of trouble. So that guy really knows what he's doing, and it's going to be more time consuming than having to sit there and report that one of the boxes is missing or whatever. So they didn't have certain items on one of the deliveries, and he was able to correct it. So appreciate that. Hats off to you. It's a big ordeal dealing with customer support and chat lines. But I don't think you really have to. You just have to mark it as missing. But I don't know how fast it goes through. He was able to reprogram it on his end.